This Friday night, it's a backyard rivalry, backyard brawl between River Valley and Homer Center, coming to you on Renda Digital TV, presented by the Grayston Coral Sportsman's Club, and on the radio side by the Indiana Regional Medical Center and IRMC at Chestnut Ridge. Today, we're talking Panther football. The River Valley Panthers 1-1 so far this year. Lost last week to Purchase Line, and a Week 1 win against Conemaugh Township here on our Cat Country Facebook page, your flagship station for the River Valley Panthers. I'm Jake Slebodnick, and joining me is Coach Jess Houser of the River Valley Panthers. Before we get into the meat and potatoes of this interview, we want to let you know this preview brought to you by S&T Bank, People Forward Banking. Coach, back and forth couple of weeks for you. Start off with a win against Conemaugh Township, and then crushing loss to Purchase Line. Generally, what are some of the things you've liked and disliked about the season so far?
How the kids bonded this year. It's the leadership we got. There's this senior group that are actually taking over this year, the leadership role, and that's nice to see this year.
Luke Woodring, he's back under center for you guys this season. For those who don't pay attention, Luke has improved significantly over the course of the season. What are your personal observations about Luke?
Luke's doing really well. I mean, he just needs to get out, like I told him, he needs to get out of the pocket a little bit more and start running the ball. I mean, he got those legs, he needs to run the ball, and instead of trying to force something, just take off downfield.
You got a strong running back core: Sam Yanitz, Gavin Burkhart, Caden Barnhart, Quentin Whitmer even. I know he's more of a fullback, but he's a good blocker for you guys.
Yeah.
Is that something you came into the season with, looking for more blocking running backs and more versatile?
We know we were going to have to get our fullbacks blocking a little bit better this year, and they picked it up. What we challenged them, and they set up for the challenge so far. We'll just have to see if it rolls this week.
And this week, you guys face the Homer Center Wildcats. Fortunately for you guys, you host them this year.
Yeah.
And we'll bring that game to you on Renda Digital TV and on the radio with both Cat Country 106.3 and WCCS. But, Coach, with the Wildcats, they're led by Greg Page, 17 years at the helm. He knows a thing or two about the Heritage Conference and about Blairsville/Salzburg.
Yes.
What can you tell us about what Greg Page brings to the table?
He brings a physical team every year. I mean, they come ready to play no matter who's a quarterback. Last year, their quarterback was knocked out, and they came ready to play. He has that team ready to go every week.
You talked to me off the record and or off camera, that is. And one of the things you said is that you've been watching a lot of film about Homer Center. What can you tell our audience about what Homer Center brings to the table as a team?
Homer Center is a very balanced team. They can run the ball, throw the ball. They got the guys who can stretch the fields, and their defense goes to the ball. I mean, they pursue the ball, so we got to be ready.
What are a couple keys to a River Valley win here tonight?
Turnover battle and field position. That's the big keys right now. Turnover battle and field position.
That's coming up Friday nights. Before we sign off here, Coach, it's the start of the NFL season tonight at the time of recording. Detroit and Kansas City kick things off. I personally think Detroit. Any guess who you think's going to win?
I like Kansas City in the over.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
Kansas City and
Yeah.
the over. So we got conflicting opinions here,
Yes.
but you're a big Steeler fan.
Yes.
Kenny Pickett, leading the charge for the Steelers this year. Really revamped team, and they welcomed the 49ers on Sunday. What are your thoughts on the Steelers this year?
I like them. I think they're opening a playbook up for Pickett this year, and it's nice to see him be able to stretch the ball down the field.
Pickett had one season under his belt. What do you think about him?
I think he's going to be great. I mean, he might not be the next Ben Roethlisberger, but he's going to be a great quarterback.
Definitely be up there. And you can hear that Steelers game Sunday on our sister station, WDAD. And I want to thank Coach so much for his time. Best of luck on Friday night.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Jake.
It's Coach Jess Houser with our Panther preview, brought to you by S&T Bank, People Forward Banking. Join us this Friday night, 6:15 our airtime on Renda Digital TV, brought to you by the Grayston Coral Sportsman's Club, and on the radio side on Cat Country 106.3 and WCCS radio coverage brought to you by IRMC and IRMC at Chestnut Ridge. For this Panther preview and for Coach Houser, I'm Jake Slebodnick. We'll see you Friday night.